I have one more video. Uno more. It's another Mr. Awful Waffles video, but this one's more of a perspective video.
I don't believe.
And I want to hear his opinion on it, because I have an opinion on this. And keep in mind, I'm not a zombies YouTuber. I haven't played as much zombies, although I have played a lot in Cold War, and I did play a lot in Modern Warfare Zombies just to level up weapons. But I'm not an in-depth zombies player. But this video is titled the controversial return of Gobblegum back in Black Ops 6 Zombies. And I want to hear his opinion on this, because back in the day, these were I believe you could earn them in game, but they were also like through supply drops and stuff like that, the way that they worked. So I want to hear what he has to say about them, and I'll give you my opinion as we go through. But if you didn't already know, Gobblegums are back within Black Ops 6. Like, pretty much confirmed. They're a pre-order bonus for the game. So
I don't believe this. I just don't actually believe it. This is something that the community has almost sort of joked about for so long. Like, yeah, Gobblegum should come back. Woo, that would be amazing. We'd love there to be Gobblegum. It's in the game. It's in the game. It's in the game. How?
yeah, that's kind of what. Yeah,
like,
let him cook.
I'm throwing out all of the usual, like, oh yeah, I'm making a YouTube video here, right? Throwing all that out. I just want to level with you guys real quick. The last 24 hours have been pretty good, right? They've been pretty good. We've had some absolute insanity-inducing, mysterious teasers that have led to a Mr. Awful Waffles rabbit hole, which has been completely bonkers, that's led to the reveal of weapon skins, which look really cool, character, like operator skins, which genuinely do look really cool and make me think that certain things may or may not be part of the Dark Ether story now that we didn't previously think were going to be relevant or even in that universe at all. And now we have confirmation Gobblegums are back. Like, it's been 24 hours, guys. I made a video 3 months ago.
Gobblegums
talking
was
about
Black
the state
Ops
of the zombies
3,
community.
I believe. Was it
and
not?
how rough things were looking. I made a video basically saying,
Black Ops 4?
Folks, it's been a good ride that we've had over the years, but the last couple of years have really burned a lot of us in this community and set us up to be very cynical, I think, going into a new game.
Yeah.
And I said in that video, I thought that Treyarch were most likely cooking, and the Black Ops 6 was probably going to be a great game, and they were going to be pouring a lot of hard work into it. And I was excited, right? Like, despite all of my sort of reservations about Activision marketing, I think the underlying Treyarch product was likely to be something that was going to be really cool. That's what I said at the end of that video. You can go back and
Black
check.
Ops 4 was elixirs? Okay, yeah.
I said all this stuff, and I still felt like there was a chance that, despite my best efforts, I might actually start getting excited for Black Ops 6.
And he did. We saw his video. We saw his video.
I
we
want
know
to
he
be
did.
so careful about how excited I let myself get, and how excited sort of the community gets around me, and how hyped we all get together, right? I was like, there's a chance they just sort of get their hooks into me, right? And I mean, Gobblegum returning is a weird one, because on the one hand, the cynic, right? If I was going to be very cynical now.
Wait. Let me guess, because this is what I said in yesterday's video. I said that Gobblegums are going to be the way that they monetize zombies. And there's going to be some sort of way that you have to buy Gobblegums, or it's going to be like Modern Warfare Zombies where there's a cooldown on them, but you can like pay for more of them or something like that. And they're going to be game changing to the point where you're almost going to need them. But I could be wrong.
I'd be saying something like, Gobblegum is a system which Treyarch uses to monetize the zombies community.
That's what I just said.
Gobblegum is there so that we can spend more money in the game.
Yeah, so like we have the stuff currently right now in Modern Warfare Zombies, where through the Battle Pass we get like ether tools and things like that. You may have noticed that you can't just straight up buy those things. You have to get them either through the battle pass, or I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, are the zombies things also in bundles? I haven't bought any bundles, so I don't know. But like, say I buy like a soap bundle, can it have like legendary ether tools in that? Yeah, it can. Okay, so they're gonna do this with Gobblegum.
Game.
100%.
That is why it exists. It is a microtransaction. And 10 years ago, let's say, microtransactions were very unpopular. Like, the addition of those into games was something that was starting to happen across the board, across the entire industry, because it was clear from the developers' perspectives that there was a huge cash cow opportunity present there that they'd kind of inherited the knowledge of thanks to the mobile.
Also, we just watched a video about $500 microtransactions, so it all comes together.
Games industry. So they were starting to sort of be present, but people hated them. Like, they were not cool. People were really against microtransactions. And people are against them now still, I think, in some ways. But the sentiment's shifted a huge amount over the years. And we're now really in a place where the Gobblegum system gets revealed. And it's a microtransaction system. And the cynic should still really be yelling, saying it's not good because these will make the game pay to win. Or it's not good because this is just another opportunity for Activision to value extract.
Is he going to play devil's advocate to
from
this?
the zombies community? There's an argument there, right? On the other hand, there's also an argument to say, well, Gobblegum helps with the replayability of the game.
Yeah.
Because it changes your experience match to match. There's an argument to...
For those of you who don't know, and Gobblegums almost make zombies a little bit more like a roguelike, where you can go in game and do things and it'll actually make you better in the following games. And this is something that I think zombies should really look more into, is adding more of those elements. But the way that they did it back then was essentially supply drops.
To say that Gobblegum gives opportunity to players that are less...
So what chat's saying right now, don't mind Gobblegum in the game, it's optional. Yes, but it's like, how much does it change the game, and how do you unlock them? Like, is there a way to like constantly grind and get certain Gobblegums by doing certain things, like getting certain elements or whatever, and then you come out and then you can craft these Gobblegums and then use specific ones, making your character better in the subsequent games? That would be cool.
Good at the game to still achieve harder feats, because the Gobblegum can help advance them and progress them and boost them through...
I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background, but the microtransaction police are coming.
Through some of that tougher stuff. Like, if you're doing the Gorod Crovey Easter egg, for example, using a Perkaholic at the start of that match is going to make your life a lot easier, right? Using a shopping free, going to make things a lot easier. You're going to be able to do everything much lower round, like, etc., etc. So, there's an argument there that says that, yeah, it's value extractive, but you can still earn them in the game, and their presence, even just as a free system, still does benefit the community's experience, right? That argument exists. Another argument exists that not only that, they also allow for just ingenious strategization in a way that is not possible without a system with that kind of complexity as a layer sitting on top of the base layer of the zombies mode, the zombies experience, right? Like, you can play zombies in the regular way, but with Gobbles, you can then do it in the regular way in 50 different...
I don't know why I find him saying that so funny. I think it's the accent.
Different fonts, right? Just depending on which ones you use, which ones you spawn in with, etc. So there's definitely positives with the system too. And I lean in the sort of camp of saying, during Black Ops 3, the first time I ever bought COD points, or whatever you bought at the time, did I buy Liquid Divinium? I think you bought, I forget.
There was a weird way of doing it. Like, you got Liquid Divinium through supply drops.
And that might seem weird, because like Zombies YouTuber, you'd sort of expect, like, yeah, the Zombies YouTuber's just going to spend $1 million on Gobblegum's day one and like do an opening, and like, that actually just was not me. I remember just being like, I don't want to have to buy these. Like, nowadays, I'm going to probably have to buy them because the way the Easter egg hunts happen and stuff like that, and where my career is at, like, to some extent, I'm just going to need them for the sort of competitive advantage. It's unfortunate, but it's true. But at the time, I didn't buy Gobblegum until whenever it was, Gorod Crovy, when Easter Eggs for Charity happened. And I bought them because of Easter Eggs for Charity. Like, I needed something around that time to whether it was for practice or I don't remember what it was, but it took me months. And the reason I bring that up is, like, it's not in my DNA to lean into that kind of system. Like, I'm the sort of person that I'm quite frugal when I play games. I don't really buy operator skins. Exactly what I was just talking about.
I've never bought
really
a bundle.
Me. I'm just like, yeah, I'll buy the $60 game, and then I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of good, right? So I think it would be crazy for me to sit here right now and be like, Gobblegum are my favorite.
They need to have a way to grind for Gobblegums that's not buying them. As long as they have that and then they monetize them somehow, I think it's okay.
Favorite thing in the world, like, it's crazy. But I see the good that does for the zombies community. And so right now, my kind of reaction to them being back is I'm so excited for that potential. But the cynical part of my brain in the background
I completely agree with them here.
Saying, since Gobblegum, they've just consistently got it wrong year on year on year on year. And if this is another instance of them getting it wrong, and the Gobblegum system is just like the Elixir system in BO4, then I'm good. Like, I actually would rather that just not be in the game at all, I think. I don't want it to feel like I have to buy the...
Another thing that he hasn't mentioned is Gobblegums are already a microtransaction. Like, I don't know if anyone put this together, but they're a pre-order bonus. You're already paying for Gobblegums, so you're going to be able to buy them. Right?
Right? And in BO3, it didn't feel like I had to. It really didn't. You can totally get away with playing the game without gobbles. You can so do that. Even as a content creator, I got away with it, right? Nowadays, I suspect that the meta is going to be a bit different, but I'm just hopeful that this has been done not with the approach in mind of how aggressively can we squeeze money out of our users, our players. Like, I'm just praying. And the fact that we've got the cool operator skins with Brutus, it's like, that's awesome. It is just cool. And the fact that I was able to go down a crazy rabbit hole yesterday with transit and all that sort of stuff, that's cool. Whether or not the map is level 2 falls, it's fine. It's like, part of being a Zombies fan is speculating about all this crazy stuff, right? That's part of the fun.
I completely, like, that's the same stuff that I do with campaign.
And it's part of the Zombies experience for Treyarch to facilitate that fun, even if it's not the direction they ultimately choose to go down. So, like, I'm on board with what they're doing there, and there's really a lot of stuff here for me to be really positive about. Gobblegum is slightly different in that it's potentially going to be very costly for all of us over this next 12 months. And so I'm super hyped. I'm really hyped that this is returning, but it's slightly louder in the back of my brain, the voice being like, it's a way for you to spend more money. It's a way for you to spend more money.
That's
like,
the first thing I said when I saw it. I said it in my video yesterday. You don't want to spend $100 on Black Ops 6.
Like, look it up. You don't want to spend $1,000 on Black Ops 6. Like, you just don't want to do that. You don't want to be that guy. And I know many of you out there probably feel that exact same way right now, where you're like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to spend $1,000 on Black Ops 6. But in 18 months' time, we're going to have a check-in. We're going to have a one-to-one, you and me, and you're going to have spent $1,000 on Black Ops 6, and you're going to feel like a numpty, right? So I want you in that position in 18 months' time when you've done that.
Because it's true, right? Like, if there is a way to buy Gobblegums that's like, okay, I'm going to hop on 5 games tonight. I need 5 Gobblegums, and they cost $5. I'll do it. Next day comes along. Oh, man, I used all of those. I still didn't complete what I wanted to complete. Maybe we'll get 10 more. That's $15. If it's something little like that, it can build up.
I want you to feel like you got a good deal for that $1,000, at least, right? I want that to have really massively impacted and benefited you in some way, a positive impact on your life. That's what I want here. Because ultimately, if it's a cool system and it costs money to participate, but it's like the best thing in gaming, all right, give me the best thing in gaming, dude. Fine, fair enough. Make it opt in, but give me the best thing in gaming. Like, hell yeah, and I want to see what Treyarch's been cooking. It's been 4 years, right? So maybe they'll have some kind of innovation to the system that makes it 10 times better than the original Gogglegum system was. Like, it's possible.
One thing to, like, keep your reality in check here is everyone keeps saying, oh, they've been working on this game for 4 years. You also have to remember that Treyarch's been working on Modern Warfare Zombies, Ranked Play, support for Cold War when that came out. Like, it hasn't been a straight 4 years of development.
We'll see, though.
Like, I don't want to rain on everyone's parade, but...
I also have to point out that on the graphic here, the fact that they have 5 Gobblegums on the left side of the central one and 6 on the right side just annoys my brain. Why have you done that? Why have you done that? Terrible marketing. 0 out of 10. No, I'm kidding. Jesus Christ. It's going to get clipped, isn't it? I'm just a symmetry enjoyer, okay? Gobblegum are back, folks. Sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think. This is 3 uploads from me, and I mean, including the stream, it's 4 uploads from me in 24 hours. That's pretty crazy.
That's what I did yesterday, too. I'm right there with you, Milo.
Crazy. I've got a zombies documentary coming out in the next month. Make sure you subscribe to stay tuned for that. I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to share more info with you about it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now, folks.
Ooh, that'll be interesting when that comes out.